Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and let's go with XRP. What is happening? We're already at 3% of the total crypto market cap, as the world's fourth largest cryptocurrency now has a market cap of nearly 75 billion at the time of making this right now. I think we're just about to tip over that edge as well, but we tipped at 75 billion. We're down today. We're down 7.6%, but the road is looking beautiful ahead. So strap yourselves in. Let's get right to it. It's great to see financial organizations speak like this about XRP. It's awesome. And also, XRP price prediction, Ripple commits a 70% bull rally. So really exciting. It's always fascinating when you see the prices go down. You start to see people across social media like, oh my God, it's going down. What's happening? But then you go FX Streets and they're talking about, what are you guys talking about? We're ready. We're getting ready for a 70% bull rally. So heading towards the $2 mark, breaking through the $2. That is what we're talking about. There's some analysts here that are speaking about how it's going to get there, why it's going to get there, and how it's important, to understand what is going on today in regards to the consolidating and then the resistance uphold of the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement. And it's really cool. But the measured move target of an inverse head and shoulder pattern is $2.47, a gain of 70% from the neckline position, and 60% from the current XRP price of today. So what they're saying and what they're seeing is a $2.47 price is absolutely not out of the question, and that's how they drew it on, based on a 78.6% Fibonacci retracement. So really exciting when analysts and specialists like this talk about that. I like what Jeremy did here as far as, looking at this. I mean, he's gone a little bit further, has gone to $2.70. But certainly, $2.40 will be quite a resistance level. And there'll be some people, that have been holding since it was 20 cents. So at $2.43, a lot of people will be like, yeah, thank you very much. I'm out of here. So it does make sense for that to happen. Interesting enough, yesterday, there was an announcement, let me get rid of that. There was an announcement of a digital dollar project to launch 5 US central bank digital currency pilots. So it's really interesting what is happening over there in America, about America launching its own digital dollar and how they're going about it and what is happening there. And I think Ripple and XRP will be right in the thick of this. We will wait and see, and we will wait patiently and look for any evidence and anything that can attest to that. But I think it's going to be really exciting to watch how Ripple plays a role in that. One of Ripple partners, Novati, has just announced that it has secured a strategic partnership with BC Investment Group Holdings. So the Novati is a company that is already using the XRP ledger. So it's always really exciting to see when these companies that are partnered with Ripple XRP also expand their partnerships and relationships around the world. So really cool to see that, and very important aspect to growing good partnerships, and then those partnerships will go on to make even better, and it just builds a whole ecosystem. So that news came out, but also BitOasis has received new regulatory approval from the Abu Dhabi global market as it prepares to launch its first licensed crypto exchange in the Middle East. And from a company point of view, again, another XRP friend, BitOasis, which will be involved heavily with the XRP community, having new regulatory approval in Abu Dhabi, strengthening the Middle East. We know how much Asia loves Ripple and loves XRP. I think a Middle East stronghold, or having good partnerships in that side of the world, is also going to be very important as we head towards the future. From a tradingview.com today, we have XRP at a buy signal, and here let's go through some of the scenarios. Let's go with what is happening right now, how low can we go, what are we expected, and then what happens from there. So at the moment, I think we have a good, strong resistance at that $1.55, $4.50 maximum. $1.48 is probably this zone that we might play in. If that were to fail, then we would drop to $1.30. which was a possibility that I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, or actually, no, last week actually. I mentioned that we could be going to $1.30 before we go to $2. So could this be playing out today? I'm not 100% sure. I mean, at the time of making this, we're sitting at that $1.50. If we drop below 150, then we will be heading to 130. So be on the lookout if you haven't gone into XRP, because you could potentially have a new entry at $1.30 USD playing out. But overall, this is how, this is what is happening at the moment, and how we're looking to go. If we sit at this $1.50, $1.49, then this chart is playing out beautifully. And we will just be setting ourselves up and maybe go to 170, drop down to 160, go to 170, drop down to 160, and then push forward 185 and $2 and beyond. So we're sitting in a very nice window right now. But if we were to break this line, then we will drop to 130. That is the next resistance point. So if you've been sitting on the sidelines, you might get ready. However, moving forward, at the moment, the way that things are playing at the moment, like I said, I think from a bull run perspective, wave 3 will get us well above $3.30 and above. I do think in June we will see a pullback on all the gains that are made in May, and then move forward. And this is long term. This is 2022 and beyond. Move 160s and 200s and beyond. So this is the sort of line that we're working with. This is what this has been playing out beautifully. I'm going to zoom in. It's going to be a little bit pixelated, but look at the perfection in how the lines have been working there. And I think, it's hard to describe what is about to happen. And I know that the internet is going to go crazy when we see $20 XRPs, $30 XRPs, but I've been talking about it for so long, and I've been confident about it happening for so long, that when the day comes that we see a $20 XRP, $40 XRP, $100 XRP, probably be more than one, I'll just be sitting here saying, I knew it, I knew all along. And that is the thing about long-term strategic wealth creation. If you go in at $100, you waited, you wanted a sure thing. You can't build wealth with sure things. You got to take risks. You got to take calculated risk. I mean, I've taken certainly a calculated risk. I take a calculated risk every single day, coming and bringing you guys information. So I got to, do the research, get the content ready, be sure that you guys are ready, because I'm, I know that I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice, but I do know that what I say has weight with you, and I take that very, very, very seriously. Something you guys don't know about me is that when I started out in the workforce, I started when I was 15 years old, just working in a box factory. Then I went on to work in a fast food chain store, pretty famous one, you may have heard it, McDonald's, and worked my way up, and then all the other things that I have now done and achieved. But I still am that person that, back when he was 15 years old, used to make $7.40 an hour working in a box factory. And so I know, and I respect you too much to not come here and do my homework before I bring you the information that I bring. So I hope you guys know that, and I know that you guys support the channel and love the channel, but I wanted you to have a little bit of a snippet about where I've been and where I come from. And for me, the way I'm saying this right now is because I've done my research. I've done the homework. I know what's coming. I know what's happening. I know the partnerships and the SEC case. How strong Ripple is, and how Ripple long-term vision is way beyond anything that you and I can imagine right now, because they have plans that are not disclosed to the public yet. But I think it's really important to look at this and look at the future, and it's going to be so rewarding when we all come on the channel and say, let's talk about how Ripple is going to go from $100 to $125 over the next 6 months. So that would be a very exciting time. Again, if we drop, this is how we're going to drop. Let's get back into business. If we're going to drop, we will drop, if we drop 150, we'll probably head into that 120, 130, 135 zone, and then push up. If that were to fail, then we would be down in the 80 cents before we push up to 220 and beyond, but I don't see that happening. You know, I don't see us going to 80 cents anytime soon, but I think $1.30 could happen, but if 150 breaks. If 150 breaks, then, you know, 130 would be the next stop. But the kind of formation that we're building right now, I personally think 130, 135, 136 maximum based on you know, some simple graph drawing, then push to 180, back down to 167, and then go up. That for me makes a lot of sense right now, if we even get there. So that's probably kind of the, you know, that's some of the formations that people are speaking about. I don't think it's going to be quite that. It'll be a $1.35 maximum that we will drop to, and then we'll continue to go. Again, even if we were to break 130, then 120, and if we were to break 120, then $1.05 would be the next stop. Again, don't think it will happen, but let's be prepared for that if it were to occur. But I think for myself personally, I'm very, very excited about what we're about to do. I'm very excited about this. We've been following this perfectly for a very long time, and I think it will just continue to happen. So I'm excited. Hope you guys are excited. If you did learn something new today, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I really appreciate every single one of you and what you're doing for the channel. I can't wait to bring you the next one.